Whenever I visit Japan, it just makes me feel like they know how to do everything right. Even the things that aren't their own, like fast food. I tried their fast food franchises before and they were amazing. But there's one thing that I haven't seen them do yet, and that's my favorite thing in the world, the only thing that I like more than the humanity itself. Okay, I lied. There's a lot of things that I like more than the humanity. But pizza is definitely on top of my favorite food list. So in this video, I'm going to try a franchise pizza in Japan and another restaurant that is insanely popular, regarded by many as the best pizza restaurant in Japan, and see how they compare. Now that being said, I'm standing in front of Domino's right now. Let's start with their pizza, shall we? Can't wait to find out what they have. Thankfully, they have an English menu here. What the hell? They have pizza rice bowl? Now I have to get that. So I've been informed that their Quattro Giant is their most popular item. That comes with garlic master, char grilled chicken teriyaki, mayo jaga, I'm not sure what that means, and Domino's Deluxe. If you do carry-out orders, they give you 50% off, so that is not bad at all. You know what I can tell you is that this is far more affordable than Korea. Pizza is quite expensive in Korea, which is kind of crazy. They have this seasonal tropical crust with pineapple. That sounds insane. That's gonna ruin my pizza, but I'm going to get it. First time getting pizza in Japan. This is really cool. I would say their large is about American medium size. ありがとうございます。これ外で食べるなら公園とかで一人で食べても大丈夫ですか？日本では？ああ、わかりました。Alright, I got my Japanese Domino's in my hand. I'm just gonna walk to a local park and enjoy the heck out of that pizza. Found this really quiet, cute little park. Looks like it's about the perfect place for my pizza. Alright, this looks like a nice place to settle. Let's do a little unboxing here, shall we? That's my very nice American Coca-Cola. That looks pretty amazing. Let's start with the pizza. Whoa.
I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I feel like it looks great for a franchise pizza. And I love the fact that they have 4 different toppings in one pizza. Because I like my pizza the way Hollywood likes their movie to be, with lots of diversity even when it feels extremely forced and disingenuous.
Hold on, the weather's too hot. Let me find some shade. Alright, found a better place here. The weather in Tokyo can get really hot. Anyway, let's start eating that pizza. I'd like to start with this flavor. That looks like the typical combination flavor. It smells just like the American one. Yeah, those toppings are almost exactly the same as the American one. I am curious to taste the crust now. This is tropical cheese, so it's got like pineapple syrup with cheese.
I don't typically like pineapple on my pizza as a topping, so this will be interesting.
You know what that tasted like? That tasted like cheese crust with pineapple flavored syrup drizzled on top. So it feels like it's just a syrup. I don't really feel the pulp of pineapple, and I think it's probably better that way. Oh, look at this one. That one must be like some kind of a potato flavor.
So this one was a little different from what I had in other countries. Like it had a big piece of potato, and it tasted like it had some sweet sauce on top too.
That was quite good. This one seems to have sausage and garlic.
They all tasted different, but like slightly different. So it was almost hard to have preference over the other.
That one is spinach.
I mean, it's Domino's and they just baked it, so it was still very good. I wish they had more character though.
Eating Domino's pizza like this, it brings me back a lot of memories. Because, guys, as a teenager, I had a serious addiction problem. And my choice of drug was Domino's pizza. I'd get Domino's delivered to me about 2 times a week. And I had stacks of pizza boxes in my room that stacked up as high as my own height. If my high school friends are watching this, they would know it's true. I feel like back then, eating high-calorie food, especially pizza, was my response to loneliness.
And perhaps that's why it's still hard for me to say no to pizza. You can grow out of weakness, but you can never grow out of loneliness.
And the reason that I always got Domino's pizza over other franchises is because in Canada, Domino's was about the most affordable pizza that you could get. And I think it is in the US as well. I'd always get that buy one and get one for free deal. Yeah, that's really nostalgic. So I will say this about the Japanese Domino's. Japan does a lot of things great, and this is good pizza. But it's not like it's in a different category of food than the American Domino's. It's like the same class of food, slightly different flavor, not necessarily better or worse. But I love American Domino's, so I like this too. I must say though, while I'm a huge fan of Domino's, I like the taste of Papa John's more. It's just that in the countries that I lived in, Papa John's is quite a bit more expensive, so I always got Domino's. I always thought to myself that one day I'll become so successful that when I get pizza delivered, instead of getting Domino's, I get Papa John's. Now I'd like to take a brief moment to thank you guys because these days my YouTube channel is doing pretty great, so if I want to, I can always get Papa John's. Although I'm still at that level where I had to Google for the best coupons available. One day I'd be a mega trillionaire. I won't bother to use the coupons nor collect the pizza points. I will say, as per usual, my favorite is their combination pizza. Just a good old middle class flavor. Never gets old. This distinct flavor of Domino's tomato sauce, it's the same in Japan. Now let's not forget about this though, their pizza rice.
It looked like a pizza that comes in a paper bowl, but as the name suggests, it has rice in it.
So the topping looks exactly the same as the combination pizza, but underneath it, there's a little layer of white rice. So it's white rice, lots of tomato sauce on top, and melted pizza topping on top. I thought it might be a little weird. It's surprisingly good. It's like a nice risotto. No, I wanted to dislike it, but I can't.
It tasted very familiar to me, and I think that's because I had Japanese omurice before, where the rice is flavored with ketchup. So the rice part tasted very similar.
I also got their desserts. That looks like some kind of pastry. I believe it's got custard inside. The pastry has a really nice texture. Sometimes it gets like way too soggy in these places, but this one's really crispy. I'd say it's like 70% crispy. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's lots of custard cream inside, so that's a huge plus.
It was almost evil how sweet it was. Kind of reminded me of one of those Japanese convenience store pastries.
There's Japanese kids around me laughing at me. I guess my mukbang entertains people of all ages.
Should have given them a good ASMR with lots of chewing noise too. Although if I did that, their parents probably would have called the police.
Alright, so that was a great meal. Far from an unforgettable experience, but I think it's safe to say that Japan's pizza franchises, they're just as good as other countries. And it really makes me wonder now, just how good is a really good pizza in Japan? I've done my research, and I know the right place to go. Let's go find out. Oh wow, these are Japanese cats. Kawaii boy. It is pouring rain in Japan today, but that's not going to stop me from going to the next place. The next place that I'm going to is called Seirinkan. It's a small pizza restaurant in Minato-gu, and many of the people that I know refer to this one restaurant as the best pizza restaurant in Japan. Well, I have a bit of a trust issue these days, especially with people's opinion on food. So today, I'm going to go there, find out if it's actually that good, and how it compares to the franchise pizza. And guys, I believe I am here. It's in a very quiet street. I didn't make a reservation, but I did come here before their opening time. There's a few people waiting in for me. That should be okay.
It can't be that much better than Domino's, can it?
もしよかったら一人で食べること撮影するのは大丈夫ですか？ありがとうございます。
The restaurant was in this really cool 3-story building, and it had a really fun industrial themed interior.
This is vibey as hell. It's kind of like a mix of Blade Runner and Mad Max. And thank God they also have an English menu. I heard great things about all of their pizza. They only have 3. Now I am crazy, but not crazy enough to get all 3 of them. So I think I'm just gonna get one recommended to me. この中でおすすめはどっちですか？
マルゲリータとマリナは
あ、一人で2つまでは大丈夫ですね、普通は。
そうですね。もし食べきれなかったらお持ち帰りもできるので。
So I decided to get 2 pizza for myself and some side menus too.
店員さんはどっちが好きですか？
私はフットネットのです。
あ、それにします。I'm also going to get my tiramisu. Their special tiramisu, I believe. They have a Coke Zero in a little bottle. That's so cute. I'm sweating a lot. It means I need to rehydrate. So there's their margherita. Apparently you have to use the knife to just kind of tear it apart.
I'm a pizza lover, not an expert, but I could easily tell that I'm looking at something special here.
Allow me. I would say it's about American small size. The best pizza in Japan.
Or is it the best? And I think it might be.
Wow. As somebody who grew up eating pizza, this is a certified amazing pizza. Now I will say this though, compared to what I've had in the past in other Italian restaurants, the dough is a little saltier. I don't mind it as long as I have some American Coca-Cola to go with it. But if I don't, that could be an issue. I am also super glad that I got two because this one pizza, it's about enough for one person. Two would be the sufficient amount.
But that's just me because I like to eat double the amount of a normal person. I typically like New York style pizza more, but this one didn't feel like just any pizza. It was like a well-crafted art.
Now, one thing that I do realize about Japan is that, kind of similar to Korea, when you eat their food, there is just a tiny bit of their local touch to it. I'm not well versed in Italian food enough to know whether this is the same as Italia, but I have a feeling that this is a little bit of their own take, but beautifully done. When even the dough, the crust feels like it's baked by an Italian mom, you know that's good. The bottom of this pizza is nicely charred. Wow. I'll be honest here, this compared to Domino's pizza, like this is not even a fair competition. You know how in other countries they assume Japanese people eat sushi all the time at home? I wonder if Italian moms bake pizza at home all the time. Because if that's the case, I would love myself an Italian mommy. I realized that I love their pizza so much that I think I should have gotten all three pizza. I could have finished it. Right now they have 1 hour of table time per party. I don't know if that's just on weekends, but for that reason, my first order was the last order, and I can't just order more pizza right now. At least I got two. If I just got one, that would have been a disaster. I would have been extremely sad. I'm not sure what kind of Mario and Luigi they have working in the kitchen. This is an amazing Italian style pizza. I got more food. Some amazing spaghetti. How do I eat this? Do I need chopsticks? Whoa.
Even their pasta had a really simple but really amazing quality to it. I guess it really is a great restaurant after all. I didn't even know what puttanesca was. It's a kind of pasta dish from Italy, made with tomatoes, olives, capers, anchovies, garlic, and extra virgin olive oil. I think it was a great choice for me. It was made with super simple ingredients, but they put them together really nicely.
You know how in Italian food they use a lot of olive oil? The olive oil that they're using here, it's like extra virgin olive oil.
As I was finishing my pasta, I finally got my other pizza.
That one looks amazing. There's something about this that looks just beautiful. Look at the puddle of marinara. Oh, I just love how it's like crispy on the knife.
The first pizza was very good, so I wonder how good this is going to be.
Wow.
And it was just as good, very similar, but a little more wet because of the marinara sauce.
Oh, look at that olive oil just flowing on top. Because I like their marinara so much, I think I like this one more than the margherita. Did I just sound Italian? Wow. Again, this is a fantastic pizza. I almost miss my mom in Firenze. There were some really great Hollywood movies about Italian gangsters. After watching those movies, I wanted to become a gangster so much. If you guys haven't already, you guys should definitely watch Goodfellas, Godfather. Oh, and I love Scarface too, although that has nothing to do with Italy. If you guys are traveling and if you're looking for something that is more Japanese or something with a more Japanese touch, I would say this is just a very accurate, good Italian pizza.
Because it was so good, I wish I ordered one more pizza, but that's okay, because I got their signature dessert.
Why did they call it toramisu, not tiramisu? There's like chunks of things inside. Some kind of bread? So I feel like the component of this toramisu is pretty much the same as tiramisu, except it tastes a little bit like Japanese pudding as well. Since so far everything was so salty, this something sweet to change the pace. This is kind of nice. I have this Giga Chat chin structure, so every time I drop food, it always smudges on my chin. That gentleman, Dream, that guy has the same chin as mine too. Although people gave him a hard time for being not handsome. I thought he looked okay. I mean, come on, he's a grown man playing Minecraft. Did people expect him to be like a model material? I must say, this meal was pretty amazing. A lot better than I expected.
It wasn't cheap for Japanese standards, but it wasn't too expensive either.
That looks very much like the chef that I saw in the kitchen. I think he's the owner. Well, it's pretty obvious which one tastes better in an apple-to-apple comparison. Unsurprisingly, Seirinkan had a much better pizza, but Domino's, they have their own charm too. Sometimes with food, you're kind of attracted to that cheap franchise flavor, you know what I mean? Thank you guys very much for watching this video. And please go ahead and watch my other videos too so that I can get more pizza, more hamburgers, do more crazy things and make more videos, guys. Please, right here.